Great big joy machine. I love it. I love the joy machine. I need it. I need that today. Folks, there's another big story today that I never got to over in my monologue, and it's me. Hang in there, buddy. You see, here's what happened. Here's what happened, folks. Last night, I talked to Texas Senate candidate James Talarico, but it wasn't on the show. It wasn't on the show. We put the interview on our YouTube channel because of something called the equal time rule. And that rule says that if a show on broadcast television has a qualified candidate on during an election, they have to offer equal time to all that candidate's opponents. It's a pretty famous rule, but here's the thing. There has long been a very famous exception to that rule, and that exception included talk shows, interviews with politicians. We looked, and we can't find one example of this rule being enforced for any talk show interview, not only for my entire late-night career, but for anyone's late-night career going back to the 1960s. But on January 21st, we heard from FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, seen here testifying how to purple and nurple. Carr, he issued a letter saying he was thinking about getting rid of that talk show exception. He had not gotten rid of it yet, but CBS generously did it for him and told me unilaterally that I had to abide by the equal time rules, something I have never been asked to do for an interview in the 21 years of this job. Now, that decision, I want to be clear, is their right, just like I have the right to talk about their decision on air. Last night, all right? Last night I did, and people who interview politicians for a living noticed.
Stephen Colbert making headlines.
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
Wow, everyone's talking about this Stephen Colbert fella. You know what I think? You know what I think? Somebody that popular should get their own talk show. Anyway, I said my piece last night. We made some jokes. It's what they pay me for. And I was ready to let the whole thing go. Until a few hours ago, when my group chat blowed up because, without ever talking to me, the corporation put out this press release, this statement. Now, this is a surprisingly small piece of paper considering how many butts it's trying to cover. In it, they say, The Late Show was not prohibited by CBS from broadcasting the interview with Representative James Talarico. The show was provided legal guidance that the broadcast could trigger the FCC equal time rule for two other candidates, including Representative Jasmine Crockett, and presented options for how the equal time for other candidates could be fulfilled. The Late Show decided to present the interview through its YouTube channel with on-air promotion on the broadcast rather than potentially providing the equal time options. Now, clearly, this statement was written by, and I'm guessing, 4 lawyers. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't want to tell them how to do their jobs. But since they seem intent on telling me how to do mine, here we go. Fellas, I am well aware that we can book other guests. I didn't need to be presented with that option. I've had Jasmine Crockett on my show twice. I could prove that to you. I could prove that to you, but the network won't let me show you her picture without including her opponents. So I'll have to show you this picture of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein instead. They made me do it. I didn't want to. So we obeyed our network and put the interview on YouTube, where it's gotten millions of views. And I can see why. Talarico is an interesting guy. I don't know if he should be the senator, but it was a good discussion. I wish we could have put it on the show where no one would have watched it. But here's where I do want to tell the lawyers how to do their jobs. They know damn well that every word of my script last night was approved by CBS's lawyers, who, for the record, approve every script that goes on the air, whether it's about equal time or this image of frogs having sex. That's a true story. But for another time. Very specifically, and this is never, in fact, between the monologue I did last night and before I did the second act talking about this issue, I had to go backstage. I got called backstage to get more notes from these lawyers, something that had never, ever happened before. And they told us the language they wanted me to use to describe that equal time exception. And I used that language. So I don't know what this is about. For the record, I'm not even mad. I really don't want an adversarial relationship with the network. I've never had one. As I said last night in my interview with James Talarico, check it out, it's on YouTube, it's pretty good. I said to him, I am grateful to have worked for CBS for the last 11 years and worked with George and David and Amy and everyone at the network, the Sheldons of every age, the Matlocks of every sex. I'm just so surprised that this giant global corporation would not stand up to these bullies. Come on, you're Paramount. No, you're more than that. You're Paramount Plus. Plus what? I guess we're all gonna find out pretty soon. And for the lawyers to release this without even talking to me is really surprising. I don't even know what to do with this crap. Oh, hold on. We'll be right back with Caitlin Collins.